Tonight on an all-new OnPoint podcast brought to you by Beer League Outdoors. From winter to spring and what could be the very end of this year's ice fishing season. With winter dwindling down and the nice weather finally here. Do you have goals for spring, summer 2026? The news is ongoing and never end. What are your thoughts? Spring weather is here and it's time to get off the couch and get lean and mean for summer. Today marks something brand new. Beer League Podcast Network. This and so much more coming up next on the all-new OnPoint podcast brought to you by Beer League Outdoors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the OnPoint podcast presented by Beer League Outdoors. If you're not in the pros, you're in the beer leagues.
Maddie, you scared me there for a second. Knoxville, holy jumpers, it just clicked in on my ears. It got you too, didn't it?
It was me.
Oh, it made me jump. What's up, homie?
What's up?
Oh, not much, man. Just sitting down here. I'm watching my buddy Ty on YouTube. Catch some perchies. This is the young man we're watching right now that I met down at the Ganaraska. Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
And he's got the shower hut.
Yeah.
And the big side-by-side, four-door side-by-side. Look at him. Oh, man, I love noodles.
So does he.
I don't think there's anything better. I wasn't a fan growing up of Mr. Noodles, but the older I get, the more and more I absolutely love the noodles. Are you a noodle guy?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Not as much as I used to be, but yeah.
Dude, phone, I think that's how you say it.
I call it noodles.
No, like there's different kind of noodles. So, like the noodles are so complicated. Look, there's that side by side. Isn't that a nice rag? Oh, forever young. I'm with you, brother. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's number 20, man.
Yeah.
We get through close to 2 hours tonight, and that'll be 40 hours of talking. We started this in October-ish.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, I think we're getting better, but like it's down to me and you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that's all right. We're gonna have fun. What's new?
Yeah, we got lots to talk about.
It was absolutely beautiful today.
It was a nice day.
I went up to I aired out the trailer, make sure there's no water on the floor. Took the hut out, set it up for a couple hours. We came home. We did something new that we're gonna get into, and then I got everything dried out. There was a lot of water in my hut.
Oh.
I dumped her out. But yeah, got it all dried out. Smells better. It does not smell like rotten herring anymore. So that's a good start. What about you?
All the banging around?
Oh.
All the water swashed loose around on the weekend?
You know what? We went up north. I'm going to edit that video. Weather conditions up north. Beautiful weather. But I don't know that I've ever seen that much slush on some of the lakes.
Yeah.
Like when I rode
I have once.
Yeah?
And it frightened the hell out of me.
I was riding that kitty cat around. Thank God it's got studs on it. Like it went pretty good. Like it was not going to be stopped because of some slush.
The water was so high that the muffler was like under the water some of the time and it sounded like an outboard.
Yeah, but it didn't care.
No.
It wasn't stopping.
No.
I would ride it out, drill a hole, sit on the seat. But like the water, like where you put your feet on your snowmobile when you're riding,
Yeah.
the water was almost over that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We were probably getting into another 4 inches, and I was probably taking water on.
We were submerged.
Yeah. But
Partially.
Man, tough weekend. I had a good time, an adventure. It makes me want to go back. Like in a bad way. Like I can see the potential. Shout out to Halliburton Forest for having us there. Great center. Tegan does an amazing job. I really appreciate them. We went to McDonald Lake where they have those special glacier lake trout.
Oh, the Halliburton Gold, they call them?
We didn't get one, but I got hits. And as soon as I figured out what they were going to bite, and I'm not telling anybody, it started pouring. And not like sprinkling.
Pouring.
Pouring.
And we rode back. It's soaked.
2 up on 4 nuts.
Let's talk about
8 nuts, 2 tracks.
Let's talk about that.
I had Knoxville in the back with me, right? Hugging on for dear life. I kept giving her the thumb too, eh? Like, every time I got a little cold, I give her the thumb and he'd snuggle right up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd feel him like let go a little bit and then
get a little too comfortable.
She'd start to stand up and I'd feel him brace me.
Yeah, we have had a series of unfortunate events.
It was maybe one of the toughest ice fishing trips I've ever faced, and it wasn't even because of fish. Like the fish, I feel like the fish were going to bite. We just couldn't get to them.
No, we were struggling to get there.
When we walked out on a lake just because we were killing the last 2 hours of daylight, Knoxville, that fish chased me from about, I think I made it to 60 feet of water, up to 10. And then I dropped my lure and I watched them chase it all the way by them. And then sometimes when you're fishing lake trout, you can make them mad by dropping. They want to chase the bait. If you don't move it, they've very little interest in.
Make them mad.
So you follow all the way up,
Yeah.
and as soon as they stop, you open your bail and pass them on the way down. And they'll fire down and chase it to the bottom. And then as soon as you know they're really chasing it going down, you just start reeling up by them. And you see them turn, and they'll either hit or you'll see them chase, and just stop.
Yeah.
And then you got to drop it down again. And we were playing that game. I was watching them, and I won't be able to use any of the audio for the footage because it was all
a little.
I was like, beep, beep, hit, beep, beep, beep. Come on, hit the bait.
Yep.
It's amazing that they're so interested in it, and they don't hit. That's my experience as a Lake Simcoe too. I've spent a lot of days out on Lake Simcoe, and they just seem to chase, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is that clicks onto them. I skip those ads. Don't skip Beer League ads. So, I don't know what. Some days they just fire magic.
It seems like everything is like that. Any species is like that.
Yeah, for the most
Right?
part, like they all seem to hit really good, and I think it's a little harder at ice fishing too, forcing them to bite. But like if you were bass fishing, at least you can move your boat and cast at them at different
way. Yeah.
right? A lot of times, fish only hit one way. Downrigging too. Anybody who's listening does downrigging. When I used to have the charter boat, I would notice that going with the waves one day, all the fish would bum, 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 bum. And when you turned around and went into the waves, you wouldn't get a hit till you got set back up.
And turn back around.
So when you're going into the waves, you're going faster and your baits are moving faster and constantly. But then I got to figure out when you're going with the waves, you're going a little slower. But at times you're speeding up and then slowing down and then going fast and slowing down. So it's kind of like jigging with your downriggers. It's always something. I like the mystery of figuring it out. And we were talking about, Knoxville and I were talking about that when he wouldn't bite. And I was like, all right, when I come to 3, I'm going to reel this up as fast as I can and change lures. And I'd reel, grab something out of the box, put it down and drop it down. And like, I was trying to use smaller stuff because I had figured out that those golden trout were smaller. And I was like, this is not a 10 pounder, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, sink, because I'm trying to get it down to 60, 65 feet before he buggers off. And then I'd be jigging. I'd be like, oh, he's not there. And then I'd be like, oh, there he is. And we'd do the same dance. But I just never hit the thing that he wanted to bite.
Yeah.
But I was saying while we were doing all this that this is the part I enjoy because there's something in that box that he's going to hit. Right? They were really interested, those golden Lakers, in the small swim bait.
Yep.
But not big. They weren't big enough to get to the hooks. They must have been biting the tails off. Like nipping the tails.
Yeah, like they weren't. It wasn't. It was what, a 4-inch swim bait.
Yeah, give or take. They really liked the 6-inch version, but again, wouldn't take it.
Anything smaller, they weren't interested.
Before we went on the trip, I went to BJ Tackle. I bought some. I'm a rattle trap freak, like just an absolute freak. When we got home, a package had showed up. I have 30 to paint.
You better be praying the ice fishing season's not over.
And that, I'm going to get geared up for next year. I know what I know what I'm trying to paint now.
Yeah.
Whereas last year, I you know what, my ADHD head. I was just thinking, can I throw my feet up here and just sit back for this episode? I was like, no. I know what I want to paint on them. I know all the different colors. And now that I've seen the rattle traps I bought, the rattle systems in them are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and order 2 sizes smaller, like a size smaller and another size smaller. And I should have about 90 rattle traps to fish with next year, plus probably 100 I have now.
So you need a few more trays.
Yeah, I'm going to need some more paint. I'm probably going to have to get Knoxville to come over here one day and just start painting them white. We're going to have like we need a conveyor belt that just spins to dry them. We're going places in the lure making world. I'm not selling them any of them either. I might auction one off for charity. What's up? How are you?
I'm good.
Were you tired last night when you got home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
It's more when you get home, kind of get unpacked, get settled down a little bit, then you're just kind of, and then you start thinking about the weekend and the good parts,
Yeah. Yep.
the not so good parts.
Yeah. We had a deep talk last night when we got home. Kind of recapped.
Yeah.
We won't go into details, but it's good. Like we were talking last night at the end of our conversation, and we had a good heart to heart. We talked about like beer leagues and where it's going and where we both thought that it was happening.
Yeah.
And I said that this is an amazing thing that the two of us had sat down on FaceTime and we had talked for 2 hours, gone over everything and shared our feelings, shared where we were at. And I was, at the end of the conversation, I was like, if we could just get 1 million guys to open up like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you feel that, like...
Yeah.
Are you a more open guy than you used to be?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you less scared to share your feelings?
Not less.
Oh,
maybe.
I like this.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to share anything. Like, I was talking...
I'm usually a pretty private guy.
I was talking... Oh, you know what? I was talking in something we're not prepared to talk about yet, but we will talk about it in the show today about this. Remember I was talking about getting on the plane and how Miss Morrison, last year's Ange. It's weird that last year's Ange and I have this year's Ange. Both super great women. Really a big Ange fan.
Apparently.
Right? Miss Morrison had mentioned last year, not this year, like a week and a half ago. We were talking about my Utah experience. And for like since March of 2024, when I got on that plane and I got home, something inside of me had changed. Like I changed as a person, right?
You overcame that fear of flying.
Well, that's what like that Ange said to me. She was like,
that
Miss Morrison, because I'm getting confused with this Ange thing. I'm sure the viewers are too. So Miss Morrison had mentioned to me that I got over the only thing I'd ever been afraid of. And I can't even express to the viewers at home how much I was afraid to fly. And she was like, no, you're not afraid of anything. And I was like, bingo, I'm really not. I'm not afraid of anything. And so I'm just free to say whatever I want. That's a good place in life to be. I'm not like, I'll talk about anything. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't. I'd like, the deeper and the more uncomfortable the situation is, I like it. I just want pure, raw emotions. Like, I've noticed with people, there's like what they say they're going to do and what they're really going to do. And it's not the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
People like to, like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this. I have really seen in my life that 99% of people don't do it.
I think the intention is there and the want to do it.
The spark is gone.
Maybe, but I think a lot of people get sidetracked in life.
I'm tunnel vision. Like
you are an anomaly.
I am in a subway. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I know what the goal is, and today we took one more step closer to the goal, and today I let go of a little control, and I'm a bit of a control freak, and I like to have my finger on everything just because I just want so badly for everything to run so smoothly.
Yeah.
I also know somebody like that, and it is a way to fail at business.
Mm-hmm.
You have to trust people.
Yeah.
I trust Knoxville. I stand over his shoulder sometimes, and I am his checklist. But
you won't say anything.
No, I do.
Watch.
I do. No, well, I do. I was like, do you make sure you do this? You make sure you do that. But I like that the answer is always yes. Before it used to be and then have to go do it. But he's getting there, and we're going to do checklists, right? Like we're going to have some checklists of how to do this podcast, but not only this one. We have a brand new show that is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah. Sure is.
Yeah?
Yep.
Are you excited about this one? We won't tell them yet. Are you excited?
Yeah. I want to see. I'd like to see it succeed. I'd like to see it go
I would too.
places.
So, do you want to say what's up?
About
the new podcast that is going on the Beer League Outdoors Podcast Network YouTube channel. Not this YouTube channel. There's another YouTube channel. I'm going to try to add that to the subscription.
We'll say it. We'll do it together.
No, that's no.
Okay, my wife Stephanie is
amazing.
Is awesome.
Yes.
Like obviously.
Why don't we start at the beginning?
But
about 6 months ago, we were on a group chat, and I was like, I need hard goals.
Yeah.
Right? And we talked about this a little bit today. I need hard goals. Last night we talked about how we're the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
And we're trying to become the New York Yankees by January 1st.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about how the Yankees, Aaron Judge makes $35 million out in the outfield, but the third baseman probably makes $3.5 million. But in the New York Yankees organization, nobody has their name on the back of their jerseys. Not Mantle, not DiMaggio, not Lou Gehrig. It's just a number. Why? Because nobody is more important than the team. Right?
Fair.
It doesn't matter if you're Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has a job. But your job at third base as the guy who makes $3.5 million instead of $35 million is as important as Aaron Judge's. You're not going to be expected to hit 60 home runs every year and 140 RBIs and be MVP. That guy's a beast in center field. But
you're still a cog in the wheel.
If the ball gets hit to third base, we need that ball to get from third base to first base. That's your job.
Yep.
Right? If you hit 220, 12 home runs, 55 RBIs, your job is to do that and catch the ball, throw it to first base.
That's right.
To get an out. Because the quicker we get the outs, the more we can get Mr. Judge up to bat. Right? Your job is not to hit a home run. Your job is just to get to first base.
Just get on base.
And that big goon, he'll climb out of there, 6'8", 280. He's going to hit the ball
and he's gonna 500
feet. Right? That's his job. Aaron gets the big money because his job is to bring you home. Our goal for January 1st, 2027 is to be the New York Yankees, to work as a unified team. So today, I was the first guest on
Stephanie's new podcast. I'm just saying.
It was exciting. We're gonna edit it up. Me in Knoxville tomorrow.
Yeah,
it'll be out on Spotify, iTunes, where you listen to this podcast. And after today, I'm coming back for episode 10.
Yeah.
Right? Just to do what Stephanie has learned on her adventure. Yep. They have 8 more episodes, I guess. That would make sense. 8 more, 9 more. I am no part of it. They're going to produce it. They're going to find their guests. Knoxville is going to learn how to put it all together. I am only going to check to make sure that it's smooth at the transitions. And I'm first time
letting go
in 20 years of YouTube.
Letting go of the reins.
It needs to work on its own. And if this is successful, we're going to do more and more and more of this stuff on the podcast network.
Yeah.
That was the whole idea of this.
Yeah.
Different perspectives, so that you weren't just getting our OnPoint one. I'm also thinking about bringing back another podcast just for me and a guest. So I'm excited. If this one works, we're going to keep adding them, and I'm really excited about this new adventure. I know Stephanie, she was nervous.
Yeah.
But you know what? Knoxville, you did a great job talking her through it. I just sat there and I was playing on the computer. I was no part of this. as little as I could.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited. It was a pretty good episode.
She when she was telling me about it, she's like, I can't believe I just did this. I can't believe I just did that.
Really?
I'm like,
she crushed it. She did really good. Really good.
And I said, that's what I said. I'm sure you did a great job.
Oh, amazing job.
You know, she speaks well.
I think,
and she knows what she's talking about.
For sure. And I think that viewers who watch this show and enjoy this show and all the videos that I've produced over the years, you're going to get to see a different side of me in that episode. I'm going to talk.
I look forward to that.
I talked about things. Well, you already know. You deal with this every day. I talked about things in that episode today that I probably never talked about ever in public.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not scared. Just let it rip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well,
And when's Debbie ready?
we gotta do a little more filming and some editing. It shouldn't take that long.
Oh, perfect.
I hope to have it out by the end of the week. This show will be up, and then I'll do the trip to Halliburton, and then it's Stephanie's time to shine. It's crazy, eh?
Yeah, it is. It's crazy that we both do it.
What do you mean?
Well, that I'm on the OnPoint podcast on Mondays now, right?
Yeah.
And it used to be I would be at home talking about what's going on to her, and now she's talking to me. Like now we're both talking about each other's.
That's
what's
cool,
going
eh?
on.
So, yeah? Do you like that dynamic?
It so far.
So far?
Yeah.
I think that, that's cool. That's a new thing for both of you, and
I-
that's really exciting. And you know what? Here's the best thing about the podcast. If you don't do anything all week, you have nothing to talk about on the show.
That's right.
So you got to always be doing stuff.
Yeah.
I think that the podcast is a motivator because I'm always doing something. Right?
Yeah.
So I've got, we never get through our whiteboard. I like to have that whiteboard so jammed up that I'll never make it through it. And you know what?
A lot of times we don't.
We don't even make the cold opening everything. Last week we were supposed to talk about are you watching less sports? And I'm watching less sports than I ever.
I'm looking forward to baseball.
I am too, but at the same time, am I looking forward to baseball? I just wish it was like a little more not so
Out of touch. Out of reach.
Where here's my thing. Baseball's like America's game. In the 50s, it was like poor guys, bricklayers. Go to Yankee Stadium. Go to the Bronx.
Blue collar
fans. People who love the game, who understood the game. I think now that we're doing to sports what we've done to music. It's an
elite crowd.
You have to get a credit card out to buy tickets.
Yeah.
Right? I kind of want to go to the baseball game. I want it to be outside. The weather doesn't always have to be good. Fenway Park's a beautiful example.
I think we make a better effort to go see the Flyers in Port Hope.
Yes. But you know what I mean? I think Shotani and everybody else in baseball should ask for as much money as you possibly get. I'm not faulting the athletes at all.
No.
Right? They're only taking money from billionaires. Ginormous
contracts.
Contracts. But if we lived in a world, I know Mickey Mantle used to make $100,000 a year. Greatest baseball player who ever lived. Mickey Mantle's number one in my books by a mile. Number two is Ricky Henderson. Number three is Nolan Ryan.
Really?
Yeah. Then we I'm not overly impressed by Babe Ruth. I know that he did great things in the time, but I don't think Babe could play today. If he jumped out of his grave and he was 22 years old,
no,
I don't think he'd be as impressive as Shotani. And I know we're playing the era game, but McDavid's better than Gretzky.
But do you think Shotani could play in Babe Ruth's era?
Problem.
So?
Oh, he'd hit 100 home runs a year. Super athlete. Now, is it fair to judge it to? No. Do I think Shotani's better than Mickey Mantle? No. Do I think that Shotani could go to New York, play a game, go out on the town all night, entertain two lovely ladies till 4 a.m, hang out with Sinatra, sleep till 9, get up, hit 3 home runs? Not a chance. That Mickey Mantle gene is the most powerful gene that anybody could ever get. That never quit. You got to remember, Mickey hurt his knee in his first season. Played his whole career till he was 30. He did everything by 33 when he had to retire because he was basically a cripple.
Yep.
Right? Man, how good would Mickey Mantle be if he looked after himself? Right? Never touched the booze. Never smoked a cigarette. Worked out every day. Had 13 guys rubbing his legs, making sure that he was
tip top. ready to go.
I'll say it again. I think that in a lot of ways that sports science in 2026 is more beneficial to athletes than steroids in 1996. Like Barry Bonds just put some weight on and healed faster in his old age, but that guy has 1 in a billion. Like he has to hit the ball. The hardest part in baseball is hitting the ball, not so much power.
Yeah, you just have to hit
hitting the ball. Now and again, he was skinny when he played for the Pirates. When I was 20 years old, I weighed 140 pounds. Right? When I was 38 years old, I probably weighed 230. So maybe it wasn't all steroids. Maybe we just get older and our metabolism slows down, and right, we get a little buffer.
And you got to stay a little more active to.
But here's what I wish. Now I'm not faulting the players. I'll always be on the players' side, and I think they should make as much money as they possibly can, just like everybody else. But hear me out for a second. If Shotani made $7 million a season and he was the highest paid player in the major leagues, right? And he signed for 10 years at $70 million. The owner of the LA Dodgers or the corporation or whoever owns them wouldn't need to be worth $7 billion. He could be worth $700 million. I'm just throwing round numbers out here to make life easy. That would mean that a Shotani jersey, like the tickets are expensive and get to a game is expensive. But to buy a jersey and a hat at the game is near impossible for the average blue-collar guy who's just trying to make it happen. I would like to be back like $20 for a game-ready hat, $50 for a jersey, right? We've got it to the point where like if you're going to pay $325 million a year plus keep the roof and everybody paid, you got to charge more and more and more.
Yeah,
and I think that's where we've broken our system. Like the Leafs, Maple Leaf Gardens was a beautiful place. You ever go to Maple Leaf Gardens?
Never there.
Never?
Never.
I saw a couple hockey games there, and I was really young. I remember when I walked in there, I thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I'd seen it on TV so many times, and there's the golds, and there's the greens, and the reds, and like it was awesome. But it wasn't unachievable to sit in there. Maybe it was to sit around the bowl. But the fans in there were like everyday people, right? Yeah. People who owned season tickets weren't millionaires. They were just average guys who, hung telephone wires and they just got tickets. And like again,
things were in reach back then.
Well, you had goals and you could work towards your goal.
Yes, but
if I priced out my goals for the next year, $1 million. It's not
easily.
Right? But if I priced out the goals when I was 18 to do it when I was 19, $100,000. Right? But $100,000 was way more achievable at $17 an hour back then than even $1 million would be at $100 an hour now. We've just done, I really believe in 126 years from 1900 to now is really when things started booming and we started flying and we started having great wars and tanks and battleships. Like, it was like, wow, did we get greedy? More, right? I think that the beauty is in less now. Like, I even got caught up to that, like, fear fishing days. More. New boat, new this, new that. I don't want that stuff anymore. I love my boat. I'd like probably have to buy a new engine one day.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's shiny. Like what I thought used to be cool, I don't think it's cool anymore. Like that bling. It's not cool. And I think that Do
you think maybe just like we matured and grown up some?
No, I think that I'm not afraid anymore. I think I used to be afraid that nobody would like me. Right? And the only way to like stand out was to have the stuff, right? But the flash doesn't make you cool. Like that's the part that we're missing. But that's the part that social media is telling us to show. It doesn't like
cool now is living in a van.
And it used to be like in the 80s, that was like if you
failed at life.
You failed at life. Do I feel like I'd be cooler if I had a 2026 snowmobile versus a 2001, maybe a 99? Depends who you listen to. No, I love that sled. I don't know what it is about that. You know what? I can also tell you that I always wanted one of those sleds. I like Arctic Green.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I can tell you that in 2001, if I would have seen that machine, I'd have been like, "Jet, that machine's awesome." I think the most exciting part of the weekend was riding that machine.
It was fun.
Like, I don't want to get off it. I don't know what's happened inside me. There was a time that I was never going fishing again. Not that long ago. I'm going to stretch her out here. It's my show. Right? I'm the boss. Let me just get comfortable here and we'll get deep. There was a time that I was never going to fish again. Are we still good on the camera one? All right. I was never going to fish again, right? I just had enough. I was just disappointed. Maybe I thought I was disappointed with the sport, but maybe I was just disappointed with the people in the sport, right? And then I just didn't want to do it anymore. I had just totally fallen out of love with it. I'm telling you, since December, or whenever I agreed to do this stupid 40, like, man, what a terrible decision it was to pick 40 Northern Pike for a whole season. We hardly have good pike fishing around here.
That was a stretch.
You know what? I think I only did it because I'll go for 2 weeks and this will be so stupid that I'll just go home and we'll figure out something else to film. I can't believe how I drank the purple Kool-Aid. Wow. Right? I was just like, I love it. Like, I can't even express to you how sad I am when I dried the hut out today that I was like, this is about to end. I've never...
This could be.
It is not even close. I think that kitty cat and that otter hut will do 30 feet of open water to make it her ice, and I'm prepared to do it. That's the best part of having a 2001, 1999 sled. I don't even care if it gets wet.
No.
Honest to God, I was $1,000 into that. I do have to put a rear shock in it. Knoxville's got a little more weight than I thought.
Tailbone's a little sore.
we might have bottomed it out. But you know what? We're going to film that. And I have no idea how to work on a snowmobile. Thank God I got Marley in case I mess this all up.
Well, we got 2 to work on.
Right? And I'm going to put whatever that piece is called in the back of it, and we're gonna make sure that it never sags again. I love that machine. I love driving it on the ice. I love my otter hut. I love my Maven ice auger. I love going. I get so excited like I did when I was 13. And I can't believe that I went from like a large period where I was going to quit this. Never fish again. And I am now a man who does not want winter to end. I can't wait for next year. New Ange and I, even she went and had a good time.
Yep.
We have got plans for next year for ice fishing.
Wow.
Yeah. Goals.
Good on you.
Well,
good on Ange.
I've had a great time.
Yeah.
It's not about catching fish. It's about the hangout. It's not. I didn't fall in love. I didn't go ice fishing and go, oh my God, I love to catch fish, because it's been a horrible season of ice fishing. Just absolutely terrible for everybody. Even Kyle down at the Brighton Power Sports, shout out. Terrible. We didn't even go to Weller's for the last couple of days because he was like, it's not even worth it. They won't bite at all.
Yeah.
Right? I was sad, genuinely hurt inside. Steelhead on the river, that dream is over. There's no more ice. It's gone.
Oh, yeah. I
had a blast. I went fishing twice last week without cameras. Knoxville and I. Knoxville was fishing. He fought his first steelhead and lost out of the hole. Giant buck. I bought those lures from BJ Tackle that day. Little tiny panfish lures, the crankbaits.
Yep.
And I was running them under the ice, and because there was hardly any current, and they must have just been going like this. I put the rod down. Knoxville was there. I put the rod down. I went to walk away. Whoa. I dove. Grabbed the rod, right? I got another rod in my hand. Grabbed the rod, and I'm like, Knoxville, come reel in the fish. And he fought the fish. First time you ever fought a fish that big?
I think so, yeah.
It's probably 12-pound steelhead. Awesome.
Got out of the hole and away she went.
I was so excited. And then the next day,
We went to the creek and we went float fishing. I showed Knoxville how to do it. We went float fishing for a couple hours. We got nothing. Great time. I think that I like, you know what? If I'm having this much fun on the worst ice fishing year imaginable.
Imagine when they're on.
Oh, I'll never leave. I'll never leave.
Yeah, just
So thank you.
Go
thank
get
you,
groceries.
Thank you for challenging me, or not even challenging me. You know what? It was just the story. As soon as you had a storyline, I was in. Right? I don't even need to complete the goal, but I need a goal. So
now the challenge for me after that was trying to keep up with you.
Oh, I'm a maniac. I don't think people. I don't think, and we talked about that today on Stephanie's podcast. That when people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I feel like I know you," you have no idea. You're watching the most edited version down of what is really going on, and someday we'll be able to show that. But I think that in our conversation today on the podcast, I got a chance because it's not the same dynamic.
That's right. Yep.
Right. I talked to Steph today about how I really enjoyed speaking with women because it's easier to have a full blown on conversation. In general, I'm stereotyping here with women. Women want to talk about deep issues. They want to find the root cause of why this is, right? You brought up a problem to me and I said, what is the root cause of this? And you told me that and I said, that's your root cause. I said, what's the other side's root cause of this? It's all about root causes, right? I think I said to Knoxville or something along those lines today. Deal with the root cause. There's a root cause to everything. There's a reason why I was afraid of flying. When I was a kid, my father, every time there was a plane crash, or Geraldo had survivors on from a plane crash, he'd call me in. I remember I was about 8 years old and we watched it live.
Yeah.
And he thought it was funny to torture me. But in my head, I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm never flying.
1 in 4 planes goes down. Where I didn't understand that there's 4 million flights a day in the world. And a plane goes down every 3. When people were like, it's more dangerous to drive than it is to fly.
The 401 is more dangerous than it is to
I've
fly.
only ever seen one car accident happen on the 401, knock on wood. In my eyes. Mm-hmm. So now I can justify what that is, right? I don't know unless you tell me. That's that's my favorite new saying. I don't know unless you tell me. And if I start assuming things, it won't be good. Right? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So ice fishing has been a big hug of community.
It's put a different perspective on it for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was never,
really?
I'd ice fish. I'd go by myself. I would pop some holes. I'd fish. But it was never as intense as it is going with you.
What do you mean?
Because it's just, you're always flying by the seat of your pants. You know, you give a whole 5 minutes. I haven't even marked the fish. Let's go.
When we ice fish on Saturday, I'd change bait 12 times before you guys had even jigged.
I think I changed 4 or 5 times, and we were close enough but far enough that I could hear your box rattling. I'm like, he's changing again. He's changing again.
I had them on the dashboard of my kitty cat. I was throwing losers up there. This is what I need next year. I need to. And anybody in the comments who knows what I need, I need to build a storage rack on the back of it, but up front, I feel like I need to use more between my windshield and my steering wheel. I would like to have.
You still have to steer though.
Okay,
or you
right?
don't.
I feel like you get that kitty cat going fast enough, you just need to lean into it like a street bike.
All right.
So you're right. I do need to steer, but I feel like I want somewhere. I need somewhere to put my camera and my battery.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the back or the front. I also need somewhere to put lures. If you're a charter boat captain, you hang all your lures that are good up by your windshield. So you're firing through that system. If it works, it stays out. If it doesn't work, it goes in the box.
Yeah.
Till it works.
Yeah.
I need somewhere for those lures that work to be out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I need somewhere to shove my gloves. I gotta fix the
Thumb warmers?
Oh, they're too hot.
Oh, they're just on high.
Yeah. Like when we were going in the rain, and they like, and we were like racing to get out of there, kind of like we weren't. Don't worry, we weren't breaking the speed limit, but we weren't stopping every 2 seconds to check the map. We knew how to get back to the parking lot. My hand warmers got like real warm.
Yeah, and it was like 7 degrees.
Yeah. I got to figure that out. I got to put my strut in. But like, you're right. If we're sitting here, I want to move. I'm like, wow, let's go find them. There's fish biting somewhere on something.
Yeah.
So right before the rain, I dropped a lure down that I bought at BJ's, the cheapest lure in the store. I don't know why I bought it. I even said, I don't need this, and I got 2.
Had a nice flash to it.
It didn't at all, though. Dropped her down there. It wasn't on what you don't even know what it is.
No.
Dropped it down there. It made 40 of 80 feet, and boom. And I was like, oh, I got it. And I missed the bugger. And then it poured, and I didn't get to put it down again.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If it locks back up, and I've been speaking to somebody who's local who knew we were there and started messaging me, gave me some inside information, and I was like, if it locks up, tell me, I'm coming back. I'll go for the day. 2 hours is nothing. Leave at 6.
Yep.
Be there by 8.
Yep.
It goes almost. It's after 8 o'clock when it gets dark now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am. If there's a chance that we can get, I can get a day on the ice. I'm going back. Right? I can make it happen.
You want a passenger?
Yeah, you run on the back of it. You ride on the sled. Well, I don't care. I'll tow everybody. I don't like. That's what I do. That kitty cat. Like I feel like that kitty and cat and I are meant to be together. It's like the little engine that could.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Safari too.
Yeah, but we'll fix that. We're gonna fix that on film. Shout out to Stephanie next door. I'm gonna commandeer your garage. I'm gonna come over and talk to you about it, but she's probably watching. Also, Friday night, Stephanie, Knoxville's mom, sent us the most delicious dinner.
Knocked it out of the park.
Oh, isn't it nice to not have to, like, to be organized? Like, Knoxville, you threw her in the oven there, right? Sliced the 2 roasted chickens, mashed potatoes, the beans, amazing. Knoxville, as soon as I eat dinner, what did I say? Knoxville cooked dinner.
Yeah. He
did all the cleanup and came in the room and sat down. And I said, I'll take that kid anywhere.
Yeah.
Never again.
You've said that multiple times this week.
I will not go anywhere. He is not within arm's reach of me. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how?
You know what? He did a great job, like trudging through the water.
He's not on the field, but every great team needs a bat boy. And Knoxville does a great job behind the scenes. Like, I can't do everything.
Yeah.
Right? And that was part of letting go today, that I just cannot do everything.
Yeah.
And we need more.
Yeah. When Saturday when we were out on the ice, slush water, and he had 4 inches, 5 inches of water in his boots?
In his boots. Listen to this, kids. Folks at home.
And he just trudges along.
There is water to here. I've got, shout out, these are my Turkish walking shoes. The greatest thing I've ever got. Shout out to my mom. The greatest present I've ever got for Christmas. Water's up to here. I'm wearing rubber boots.
Yeah.
I didn't know in the morning that his feet were soaked.
He's got a set of Kamiks on.
Soaked.
Lace-ups, and the water's just draining in.
Right? He never complained.
Knoxville. I got a pair of boots at home.
Never complained. Never asked to go home. Never said his feet were cold. Nothing. We get back to the cottage, and I felt bad. I was but I was like, that's what we need. Never give up.
Yeah.
Right? We're here to do a job, get it done.
Yeah.
Right? Starts the fire.
Puts his boots
on there, and I had to force him to put Ziploc bags on his feet. Like a little kid, right? Like we all did that when we were kids, right?
Yeah. Milk bags.
Half my farming in the spring and
right,
garbage bags or whatever I could find.
Yeah.
Loads are back up. We go back out for the night bite. We're out there, and it is a big kinesis we went to.
Yeah.
It was basically a lake. There wasn't even slush. It was just water.
It was a lake on a lake.
Right? He comes out when I was way out there in the fog. And I was like, "Are your feet wet?" He's like, "Soaked. I think the Ziploc bags are full of water." Still, never
missed a
asked
beat.
to go home.
Never missed
nothing.
a beat. Yep.
Right? And I was telling 2026 Ange, I was like, he had to walk across the lake with me.
Yep.
Right? Like that's what
And
you need.
to walking around and asking me, like, do you need anything?
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to pop a few extra holes, and I said, when you come back, grab that auger. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jig here for a bit longer, and I'm ready to move.
I even got shitty with him and he forgave me. I was not I was having a moment out in the ice and the fog. And I did. I got shitty with him. I totally. I had a moment and I needed to get it out of my system. Right? And you know what? As much as I had a great chat with you last night after we got home and everything, we had an amazing chat on the way home, didn't we? All heart to heart.
Mm-hmm.
I usually hold on to moments of displeasure pretty good for a while. When I pulled out of the parking lot, I was not a happy camper. I was pretty, the story in my head did not match the reality of the situation.
Yep.
The story in my head is we were going to be John B. We were flying around lake to lake. We were jigging, pulling brookies out.
Yep.
Magical. I was going to have so many beautiful pictures to share with the folks at home. I had none of that.
No. It did not go as expected.
2 hours on the way home. We talked about feelings. We stopped for a coffee. By the time I got home, my mom was here watching Ash and Casey for the weekend so that we could go and do this. I know it seems like I'm free a lot and I get a lot of I have time, but it's only because there's a team behind the scenes making this happen for me. This is not just all me.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much support. It's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
Knoxville is part of that. Lots of times that I go fishing and do stuff, Knoxville comes over and lets Casey out.
Yep.
Checks on Ashton to make sure he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Ashton's 14, but he still needs somebody to check in. And do you need something? Knoxville kills it.
Yeah.
It's like having a great training staff, doctors. That's who's making your NHL. The Colorado Avalanche, they must have an impeccable training staff, jerseys ready, skates. As those guys can only do their job. Their only job in the whole world is put those skates out, go on the ice, and win.
Put a puck in the net.
But everything that goes on behind the scenes to make that possible, and for those athletes to be on, the better you feel, the happier you are, the better you're going to succeed on the field.
Yep.
I can't thank my team enough, and Knoxville is a big part of it. Thank you, buddy. You're I couldn't do it without you. I feel like the pieces of the puzzle are being sent to me. Knoxville just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
A year ago, he was just some kid who was out in the front deck smoking cigarettes. Now he's a changed man. He's a guy in camouflage bibs with wet feet out in the middle of the lake, walking on
making it happen.
He didn't even ask me if the ice was safe. He just came.
Yep.
That's what I need.
Well, if you're going first and he's walking behind you, right?
You know what? I can tell you that on Saturday afternoon when I was walking out there with the creek beside us with open water, I was like, I don't even care if I go down. I'm going, right? I'm going to make her out there. I'm going as deep as I can. I don't care.
Yeah, and the further you get away from the open water, the thicker the ice gets.
I hoped.
We were hoping.
I at that point, I just threw that auger, and I was going.
Yeah.
Right?
There was so much ice.
Oh, yeah, there'll be ice for a month.
Oh.
I think that, and you can tell if somebody's ice fishes a lot and has a lot of ice knowledge because it's warm for 12 hours and everybody's like, you're going ice fishing? It's 3 feet thick.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. And anybody who doesn't ice fish, or maybe you're from a warmer climate than we are in the United States, you run out of shoreline ice before you run out. If you can make it on the ice this time of year, you're fine out there. It's just getting the first
10 feet.
Right now, it'll be the first 2 feet.
Yeah.
We'll have lost some edge, but it's just a skip. I'm prepared to keep going enough to get some like 2x6s and run the sled over the 2x6s. I'm going ice fishing. This is not over. I will run that thing down the asphalt. I don't care. Me and that kitty cat are not quit.
You are a team.
I am a crazy person with a snowmobile. So, this morning we did the podcast. We wrapped that up. I asked Knoxville if he wanted to go walk. He gave that a hard no. I did 13K today in the West Sweat. I did about 7 of it, shirt off, just sweating. It was beautiful out, right? I used to be somebody who was cold all the time, and since like really trying to watch what I eat and exercise, I don't get cold like I used to. I wear half the clothing I did in the past hunting to sit in my tree stand.
Yeah.
Ice fishing, like I've really like I wear flip-flops as long as I can go. I try to keep my feet cold, and I walk as long as I can go in shorts. And I really think that my body is, for some reason, I don't feel the cold like I usually do. Like there were some pretty miserable days when I was sitting deer hunting, and you can't move.
Yeah.
And I really, I wore not as warm boots and less clothing than I'd ever worn, for I could move more. And I was just as warm. So like I'm training for cold weather. And today at like 13 degrees, right? Could have been 35. I was sweating. Yeah. My hat when I got home was soaked to the bone. I got another problem, and maybe Knoxville will know about this. I need to get ear pods, but my ear holes are too big, and when I keep buying them, they keep falling out.
Do you have the rubber on the end of them?
No.
Get the rubber ones.
Okay. Yeah, I tried those. I don't like my ears are too like I got big ears. Yeah, but I don't like those. Ugh. I do have a pair of those, and I cut those ear things off. I was wearing them swimming laps over under my cap. 0 out of 10. Not a fan. I need something that fits in there. Somebody will write in the comments. Somebody will have a. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually they have the rubber outside that forms to your ear and holds them in.
I loved it. So I got like 13K in today. I'm trying to use every second of every day to do something positive, like a step forward, baby steps, but step forward. Mm-hmm. It's nice that the days are longer. I will admit that in the past I've had some depression issues, some down in the dumps, winter cabin fever. I think that ice fishing helped, but I always go tanning. Like I trick my body, 10 minutes tanning bed, and it's like a 10-minute vacation, a little bit of sun, and it helps. It has helped me tremendously. I did it the last 2 years, and I know that like I get a lot of positive, but there's a lot of dirty looks too. I'm just out there soaking up the sun. Do you know how good it felt today to have some sun on the skin, some vitamin D? So much better than vitamin D drops. Like, oh. Mm-hmm. The sun is inspiring.
Yeah, the warmth, it's changed. Like even that hour's difference, you really notice the temperature change, and it's, I for only an hour, it seemed like it was light so much longer than an hour.
It was, yeah. Like we probably there was probably still a little sun out when we started the show tonight.
It was still light out when I came in.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like the sun is life. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, it does get dark and gloomy up here in Ontario. Like, January's okay. We're still a little excited. Christmas. Yeah. Right? But you get into, like, February and gray and snow and
dark.
Wet and it's dark and 5 o'clock. It's pitch black out. This is probably the worst day of the year when hunting light 5:05.
Right.
Right? Should be eating dinner. Like, I should not even be like, man, it was only months ago that 10 p.m. there was still light. You get so much done, too, in the summer versus the winter just because there's so much light. Can you think 500 years ago how awesome it must have been for summer to come? And, like, to end the depression of winter? So, you got any goals for spring, summer this year? 2026? What are you working on?
Well, I'm still doing no carbs, no sugar.
How are you working on that?
Just really no carbs, no sugar.
Are you doing good with that?
No, I feel like I'm at a stalemate, like a bit of a lull.
You like healthy eating and changing your routines is tough. I brought you picked 12-pack up of honey beer for me in bottles.
Yeah.
A 12-pack. I brought home 5 of them. And like I think that all year I've drank less beers altogether than I would have drank in one night in 2023 on a Saturday. And it's not because I'm not drinking or I don't want beer, or it just doesn't fit into my life anymore. Like I have to make an effort.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even go to the beer store. I had to send you. Right?
Well, I was going for myself. And
right? And like I don't remember the last time I went to the beer store. The only other 3 beers I'd had is Andrew's coming to my house and she said, "Do you want anything?" And she was coming from Fowler's Corners. And for some reason I was like, "Yeah. Do you think you can grab me 4 tall boys?" And I just picked 4, like, you know.
Whatever.
And last weekend we went to Halliburton to stay in the yurt. I bought 8 tall boys, and I brought 4 home from there. Like, and it's not even that I didn't want to drink them. It's just like, it just doesn't mix.
That's
into,
enough.
Yeah, it's just not my thing anymore.
Yeah, I know. I bought 12, and I think I brought home 7.
Yeah, and you bought the Michelina's Light.
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah. It's
just because it's low carb and no sugar. And
yeah, but it's amazing how it changed. Like, I think that I eat... I think sometimes I have to force myself to eat carbs just because it's like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you need some fat.
I feel guilty.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do sometimes too. I do eat potato chips. I'm on this, I don't eat a lot of them. Like a bag might last a week.
Yeah.
Only because like if I buy it, I like, I have to, I just, this is how I did it. I did like a reward system. Like I worked the 13K today. A couple of Ringolos are not going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Here's the other thing. I got those beers up in the fridge, and I thought about having one tonight for the show, and I was like, you know what? Let's save those for like a night and just drink them all. Instead of having like one here and one here and one here and
it's
one here.
almost campfire season.
Let's you know what I mean? Like,
yep, absolutely.
I want it to be an event.
I felt bad when we had chicken and lasagna.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, the chicken's fine. And then I'm like, oh, the lasagna looks really good.
Oh, it was good.
And you're just like, you know what?
Good, eh?
You know what? You're like, just eat it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, just enjoy it. Like, you got to reward yourself.
And I had a piece of garlic bread, and I'm like, this is the first time I've had bread. And
that was good, too. I took Knoxville, we're in the thing, and I had realized at that point that this fishing trip wasn't going how I planned it. We go up to the garlic bread, and they had like a bouquet, or what is it called?
A baguette.
A baguette. They had garlic bread Texas toast, and they had like the tinfoil loaf.
Yeah.
And I look at Knoxville, and I go, well, when do you want? And he goes, well, when do you want? I said, I don't care. I said, you're cooking. So, yeah, we got the loaf, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think in that moment, too, you know what? In the past, Ian would have chose what he wanted. But I wasn't cooking. Even when we picked the chicken, I said, grab the chicken. He said, how do you want to cook it? I said, I don't care. You're the cook. But
right. I'll buy it. You're cooking it.
Yeah, that's right. Right? But so, like,
yep.
It's a team thing, right? Yep. And like, again, that's like part of letting go.
Mm-hmm.
If I pick everything all the time, right, I'll never try anything new because I'll always do the safe place. But if I go, I'd like chicken, and you are the trained chef, you cook it however you'd like, I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
Pitcher's got to trust the catcher.
That's right. And I think that I'm finally like, I think that I've been burnt so many times, right? Mm-hmm. I talked about that on the podcast today too, about relationships and having to do everything on YouTube and like in the public eye, and it sucks and it's hard. But it's a good way to learn lessons, right? Mm-hmm. I think that like I'm finally in a spot in my life where I can just let go.
Yeah.
right? Where like I'm okay with, like I like the adventure of you cook it however you want. No nuts. Try not to kill me. Right?
It's going to get eaten. Just cook it.
Yeah. The lasagna was amazing. So I had a big plate of food. You know what? I snuck 2 more drumsticks and another garlic clove flies over there and just chuck them in can. Right? They were 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? But again, sometimes by letting go, Ange booked that year. I wanted nothing to do with it, and in fact, we can probably.
I can attest to that. You
on
video
the
called
way
me.
there. I was not happy to not be going fishing, right? And when we got there, we walked around a little bit. We went to Halliburton, the store with the Patagonia store.
Yeah.
We went to the Foodland, right? And we started talking. I talked about the Halliburton Forest. Shout out to Tegan. I'd been in the Halliburton Forest before to do the clay shooting. They have a great clay shooting course.
Yeah.
Where you shoot clays, but it's like a golf course, right? Each clay's there. It's super awesome. It's super fun. And by the time I had done that and we got back to the yard, the white-tailed deer are funneling down out of the woods to eat out of the bird feeder. I'd finally let go.
And relaxed.
That I didn't need to be in charge. It's all right to miss one morning of fishing. Ange promised she would have me home for the afternoon bite. I was here, right? We went fishing for steelhead. I feel I'm comfortable enough, and I've created a world where I need to let go, right? And I'm enjoying this. I feel like I'm getting better at setting the chessboard up,
and trust in your team to.
And we talked about this
go.
on the way home. And I said, there's pawns in the game. And I said, I'm the king. Right? And Knoxville said, no, you're the queen. The queen's the most powerful. Right? I said, I'm not the most powerful. I answered Lee West. Right? Lee West is the queen of this family. She is the highest of everything.
The matriarch.
Right? I have to have a proposal to pull off a lot of this.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not pulling this off on my own. This business, this whole thing, it's a family-run business. Mm-hmm. I am the king on the board. I can go anywhere, right? I'm just crushing them. But I'm protecting the queen. And the queen's giving me direction. Yes or no? Right? Do you think this is a good idea? Yes or no? Right? I have to be like, hey, I'm going to do this. Do you think this is a good idea? I trust my mother on a level of more than anybody on the planet, right? But I'm starting to trust more people, right? I'm seeing the different dynamic. I am processing information since being over the fear of lying. Honest to God, you ever seen that movie? Minority Report. Minority Report, Tom Cruise, and he's arresting people in the future. No. You've never seen that?
No, I don't watch a lot of movies.
Okay, so there's these 3 I don't know what they are. They live in water, and they can see the future, and then they send their thoughts to this great big screen, right? And they can see the parts of the future on the screen. And then they can go and arrest you before you commit a crime. Right? It's just a movie, kids. Don't worry. But in the movie, Tom Cruise puts on this mask, and the screen is clear. He puts on this mask, and all of a sudden he goes, and he starts moving things with his hands, right? I have always seen my brain works in that way. Before I got on the flight, it was a little scrambled, and I couldn't see everything. And then all of a sudden, when I got off that plane, I landed in Toronto. And my answers from God, right? I did have a moment, and I'll never forget. We're going over, I think it was Kansas. There was a tornado that day. The plane is shaking. We got to Chicago. Like it was out of a movie. We were going, the stewardess is strapped in. And I said in the air, I said, God, and I don't pray a lot, and I said, God, I know I can do better. If you just get me on the ground, I will prove to you that I can do better. As soon as I got on the ground, that screen that was just a whole bunch of thoughts, all of a sudden just became so clear. And I don't know what changed, but like, I'm in a better spot today than I'd ever been in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that I went on some bad fishing trips back in the fear fishing days. It'd take me 2 weeks to get over it. Now, I was like, by the time I got home, my mom was here, talked to the kid a little bit, talked to my mom, and showed up. We did a whole bunch of running around. We washed the truck off. We washed the trailer off. I went to the dollar store, ran over to Walmart, had some laughs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about it until we started talking. And then I had a great conversation with you. And then today, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's boom, 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 boom. Positive, 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 positive. I'm not prepared to have any negative in my life, right? Like, I just don't want to hear about it. I don't, like...
You're good at talking the other guys if they're having bad days or negative thoughts or something is not right.
Yeah.
You're good at finding the positive in that.
Well, there is positive. Like,
Right?
there's
or
always...
just talking it out.
You have to talk it out. I can tell you that, like, I used to bottle things up inside, and it would drive me insane because it'd just be like over and over, and I would critique.
I'm going to tell you something, and you can pick out when something's bugging me.
Oh yeah, you're going to have a very good poker face.
And I'll say nothing. No, it's whatever. It's whatever, and you'll just spit it out.
Yeah, just say it.
Talk it out, and then it pisses me off because I'm like, I don't want to.
Well, you have to. Now I know.
Now I know something's bugging you. Now spit
but
it out.
I'll also, if I know, I will poke until
And you are
I
relentless.
will not
I
stop.
know.
Right? Like, I will not quit, and I will start making comments.
Yeah.
Until you're mad. But I know from past experiences that and not just with you, if I know something's wrong and you know something's wrong, and I keep poking the bear, at some point
it's gonna come out.
At some point, you'll just get mad and you'll say it without even me, and then I'll be like, okay, well, let's dissect this
Let's
and
figure
see
this
what
out.
is really
Yeah.
wrong and what's really bothering you.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when something is bothering you, it's not the thing you have that's bothering you. It's something other that's bothering you that has brought back that thought, and now that is the issue. But that's not the root issue. You have to solve the root problems, or you'll consistently have that problem over and over again in your life. I've noticed that as soon as I voice it out, as soon as I say it, it's gone. I forget about it. But if I don't let it out and I don't let somebody else hear it, my mother is the greatest listener ever.
Yeah.
She just listens. And I don't even need any advice. I know my own advice. I just need to tell somebody this so it's gone. Bye-bye.
I've heard this before.
Get
yeah.
out of here. I don't care. I don't want you
Yeah.
holding me down. Negative thoughts hold you down. Right? You can do anything. I believe that anybody can do anything. It's you that's stopping you from doing it.
Yeah.
Right? I want a six-pack. Well, get on the floor and start doing sit-ups. I promise you, if you do 1,000 sit-ups a day, at some point, you'll have a six-pack.
You'll get that six-pack.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm just an extreme case of, like, torture. I want to torture myself. And God forbid somebody ever told me I couldn't do something. I would stop all of life, everything on hold, until I could do that. And then I'd grab you by the ear and drag you to wherever we needed to go. And I'd be like, sit down. We're going to do it. Right?
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. On the way home, I said, Knoxville, what'd you think of the trip? Knoxville said it was a 12 out of 10. He said, what did you think? I said, it was a -2. Right? I said, I'm so disappointed I didn't catch fish. Right? And it had nothing to do with anything. It's just, I was so disappointed because the reality in my head, or the story in my head was not the reality of the situation. I'll say now that the trip was at least a 1. Right? We're back to the positive side. Right? And I only do this because it's if I say I crush them. If you come to me and you say, I went steelhead today and I crushed them. In my head, you caught 20 fish, landed 20 rainbow trout. Because that is what I feel is a great day of steelhead fishing. That magic number is 20. Right? But if I don't ask you how many you got, and you said I crushed them, in my head, it's you 20.
In your head, it's
I go to the river the next day, and I catch 2, and I go, how the hell did he crush them yesterday? But then I come back to you, and I said, how many did you really get? And you're like, 3. And I was like, oh, so our meter is off. This is why details matter so much. So I'm 1 out of 10. It, like, in my experience of trips that I've made, like I've been to Texas, Alabama, like I've been all over the place. On that scale, it's a 1 out of 10. But I did say to Knoxville, I can't wait till we do a 4. If you think that was awesome, wait till we do a 4 and wait till we get somewhere and do something. And I go, that's a 9 out of 10, boys. Right? So, like, I didn't have a bad time. I'm not saying that it wasn't fun. I learned so much this weekend. I am a better person today on Monday than I was on Friday by a mile. Just in the, like, if I was rating fishing trips, it was a 1 out of 10.
I won't lie. The accommodations were nice.
Yeah.
They were very
Beautiful.
More than accommodating. I myself, like you, I was disappointed in the fishing.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in what happened.
I know. I think that that as soon as we got up there and I there's no snow. Right? The roads are bare. Right? And then the safari died.
Yeah.
Right? And then that was deflating. Like
the hitch broke on the hut. Like it
like
just
it was
one
like,
thing, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, oh.
And I can admit that I got up Sunday morning and I was like, Mother Nature's beat us.
I had the feeling of defeat. I'm like, no.
So when we didn't know anything about the lakes, we knew what fish were in what lakes, and in my head, like, here's another thing. I was going to fish 7 lakes that day. In my head, we were going to be up at 5. At 5:30, with snowmobiles, we were going to be on the front lawn, fire them up, huts, and we were gone for the day.
Yeah.
Right? There was going to be snow on the roads, and we were going to road it.
Nothing stopping us.
There was nothing. And you know what? If we got to a lake, we were going to catch a golden trout. Right?
Yeah.
And if they were biting good, we were all going to catch one, take some pitchers, and then we were
on the next lake.
Yeah. When we were going to get up Sunday morning, and we were going to fish the best 3 spots that we had to try to complete the goal. We were like not even that realm Sunday morning. We
were miles away from that.
But the root cause is nothing like in the root cause, and I'm not saying it was a 1 out of 10 for experience. The Halliburton Forest is a 10 out of 10 attraction. It is beautiful.
Yep.
There is a ton of things to do. There's a wolf refuge. There is the snowmobile. Like when we were coming back.
The vintage snowmobiles that they had there, the show.
So there's a compression or a gas problem with your sled. This magic thumb could get it to run.
I could not get that thing to go. And
pump on the way back. And I did it 3 times, and you could hold it down, and nothing was happening. And you guys went to.
I went to. I had to go turn around.
Yeah. I told you to take the kitty cat.
Yeah.
Go. What'd you think of driving her?
It's a lot different than the 377.
She's got some pape.
She's got some snot to it.
That thing, if you hammer her, she'll stand right up.
It'll lift the skis. Absolutely. It'll dangle.
So I'm there. It's just me on the trail. Brand new machines are going by, and at that point I was like, oh, I'm doing this. We are not doing this anywhere. So there's on the trail there's a bit of a hill, right? At one point there was enough that I could I could push it. I was like, you just have to make it to the hill, because if I can get some stamina going on the downhill, right? So I'm thumbing it, right? And all of a sudden I feel it. It's going to go. And then it'd die. And I was like, I'm not giving up on it. And I thumb. All of a sudden you can tell with that machine when she's going to go. Right? It sounds.
You can hear it rev up. It revs up and it's gone.
And I jumped on that sled and I just held down. And I'm going home. Yeah. Right? Like we were going to make her. When I had a great time when I drove by the Antique Show and Shine.
Yeah.
And I'm thumbing her. And I was like, that's right, girl. You just keep going. Don't let them see that you're a broken pony. Right? And I was waiting for you guys lined up at the trailer ready to go.
All through the trails we're coming back, and I'm looking over the hill. I'm like, well, he's not there.
I believed that me and that safari
You willed that.
were going to the parking lot, right? And you know what? If you guys would have caught me, I was not accepting a tow. I'd have been like, I'll see you there. I'm telling you, I'd have stood my ground on that thing. There would have been an argument because me and that safari were having a moment. I'd used yours before I got the kitty cat. I had borrowed it a couple times to go ice fishing, and we had a great time together.
Yeah.
I was not leaving that pony out on the trail, right? You know, there must have been when they made it from the East in America to the Wild West. There must have been times where a horse wasn't going to make it, and some like frontiersman, a woodsman, said no. I'm going to make a fire, and we're going to rest here for a couple of days, and I'm not giving up on you because we're both going to Oregon.
Yeah.
Right? I felt that way about the safari. I will not leave you behind. Right? And I'd also watched enough supercar things in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, I think I can fix you. And I'm not mechanically inclined at all. But I believe that in 2027, the safari will be better than ever.
Oh, yeah.
We'll rumble. Right? But I think that that's like, sure, we could go get a brand new machine, right? Yeah. And I'd love a brand new machine. If you're out there, Articat,
there's way more to go wrong in new machines than there is the old ones.
No, but here's the thing, right? Let's say the great folks at Articat or Polaris or Skidoo are watching, and they're like, wow, we like his enthusiasm. We'd like you to do this. Best case scenario, we get a couple nice new machines. We can, somebody can use the Safari, right? Like we're going to take somebody else, right? Like it's still in the game, right? The more old machines we got running, the more people who can come with us, and that's where I think that I like Knoxville. That'd be a great machine for the cameraman to be running, right? Right? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I think in this. Like, you have to live. No matter what, Safari, you have to come because we need you.
It's not over. It's
not over. No, right? But I think that, that's how everybody, if you're listening, be the Safari. Never give up, right? You might need a break. Maybe you're damaged in some way. But that doesn't mean we can't put the pieces back together. We can rebuild you. We can make you stronger than ever. We watched that in that on the Bugatti, and they were that piece that slid in, and the guy who was welding it was like, it'll be stronger now than it's ever been after it's been welded back together. That's what I think that I keep going when I get messages and somebody explains that to me. Do you know, that's my feeding force. So I heard her pop, and then fire up, and I was like, we're going. Yeah. And I slapped it around the side, and there we go. Right? I was so afraid when I come around the corner, I did one of those long looks, and I was like, we're
not slowing down.
If I let my hand off this gash, it could be over.
Yeah.
Right? And you know what? I pulled up, and I let her idle there for a bit. Right? And then
behind the trailer?
Yeah, and then I shut her down. I was like, you'll be fine. Right? And then we came back, and then we just doubled up on the sleds and off we go. But, I don't know. I feel like I have no idea where that feeling that, it's never over. It's not over till you're in a box. Right?
Yeah.
You can help get to the box faster, or you can fight. Right? Like every day is a fight, right? But if you get out of bed and you put one foot on the floor and the next foot on the floor and you get up and go and do something, it's not over yet, right? I remember somebody said something to me, maybe in January or whatever, and they were like, I bought something. And I was like, there's $722 in my checking account. It's not over. And then a week later, I was like, there's $46 in my checking account. It's not over. Right? It's not. I feel like, you ever watch Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And in one of the first couple episodes, he explains that the goal of a farmer is not to make $1 million. The farmer's rich because he owns the land, but he's not cash rich. He's land rich. And all the farmer's trying to do is just do it another year. The best thing that John Dutton could do at the January 1st is just be at 0. That means you get to do it another year. Right now, I feel like that with the beer league. Like, I'm just trying to get to next year.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way. Pull teeth, whatever it takes. Sell shoes on the street. I just got to make it to next year. And some days I just got to make it to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if we make it tomorrow, there's still a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And if we make it to Wednesday, there's still a chance. And if we just make it to Thursday, there's still a chance. Right? And like, I don't know. That's where I'm at for my spring summer goal. It's fresh to death. Getting as good a shape as I can. I was at 196 this morning. I'd like to get back to 183. Right? I get there. Like, that's not, like, I can remember at a time in my life that I would be such a hill to climb. It's nothing. I'll get there. I'll be there before April 15th. April 15th was no shirt on. No more shirt for 2026. March, like 9th.
Yeah.
It is March 9th.
Yep.
Right? Our hard goal for Stephanie's podcast, when 6 months ago, when she was like, I was like, what's a goal we can have? And Stephanie was like, I would like to have a podcast in 2026. May 1st, I said. That's the goal. That's a hard goal. That's something I can work with. It's March 9th.
2 months ahead.
2 months ahead of the goal, which means we're 2 months ahead to start working on September's goal. And September's goal was to be more organized for the hunting season, to have everything set up on September 1st, even though there was no season open, to have 2 weeks.
To just be ready.
To be ready. I'm going to be ready on September 1st with plans to hunt. If we're going to make it to September 1st, I don't know. But we're going to take her one step at a time, one day at a time, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get there and be organized for September 1st. November 30th, I would like our snowmobiles, our
I was just thinking the same thing.
Lined up,
Yep.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Idling in a trailer or
New
whatever we're
like
ready to rock.
Yep.
Like, I want those ponies ready to pull. Organized. If I'm ADHD people are chaos, right? I have fought so hard to be the organized one. To have my lures here.
Mm-hmm.
To have my rods there. To have everything in the pockets of my bibs. To be ready. To know where everything is. No more looking for stuff, right? I was a little butthurt about the ice scoop situation. I don't want to share my scoops anymore. I have a metal scoop, so when I drill the hole, you can get the lot out. And I have a plastic scoop to keep her clean. Right? If you come fishing with me, I would like a scoop sponsor. I would like to hand scoops out at the beginning of the day and go, this is your scoop.
Don't lose it.
This scoop, you do not have a scoop. This comes from my grandfather, who'd be like, these are your mitts. If you lose these mitts, you are not getting mitts, right? And you are not getting a new pair till you have these ones and you've worn them out.
Yeah.
Right? I can remember showing up for get out of school, June, whatever, going to the farm and presenting my mitts from last summer, my work mitts, and being like, I've worn these out. I would like a new pair. We jump in the truck, we go to TSC, and he'd go, pick whatever you'd like.
But this is the pair that's going to last you the year.
That's right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was 30 years ago. It took me 30 years to understand the importance of being organized. And I'm a bit of a, I stress this a lot.
You're a bit of a hard ass on organization.
But I just know how important it is. The root cause to most of the issues that go on in the beer leagues is
disorganization.
Unorganized, and the fact that people don't tell me the problems.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fix the problem if you don't tell me the problem. You had wet feet. If you would have just told me that I don't have waterproof boots, I would have figured out before we left boot problems. But I didn't know it was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I only know what you tell me. And if you don't tell
There it
me,
is.
I'm going to assume the worst.
Yep.
Or I'm going to assume that everything is peachy keen and we are going to have a lovely day.
Yeah, that's a goal of mine is to be better organized than to not think everything will just work out.
It won't. Well, maybe it will.
To a certain degree, it will.
For sure. I'm flying on the seat of my pants here most of the time, but no. That hurt.
Take that.
That'll make the
That'll make the highlight reel.
it will work. But like I've started thinking fishing as like how efficient can I make this? If I have 2 hours to fish, how can I make the most of that 2 hours? Right? And I guess in a long way, I'm going to live to be 103, and I will die of natural causes when I'm good and ready to leave this earth. Right? I'm 43 now. That gives me 60 years. How do I use every last damn minute of that to make it matter? Organization. I have to be organized.
Yep.
There's no way to use all 24 hours of the day without being organized.
I don't like admitting things sometimes, but yes. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Absolutely.
I want the most out of this. I think, right? I want absolute every second of this to matter. I've wasted a lot of time in my life doing things that didn't matter and that I don't even remember doing. So I missed out, but I want it all. From here on in, every second matters. Mm-hmm. If I'm spending time with you, it's because it matters. And if I'm not spending time with you, it's because you've been left behind. Right? Mm-hmm. Let's go. We have one life to live, and this is it. Right? The world is in just absolute chaos. And tomorrow the party could end up things that are out of our control. But until that point, I'm not worrying about things that I don't have control over. I'm going to make my life as organized as I can. I know that if I share my feelings, that not only will it make me feel better and happier inside, but it'll help somebody who's listening. I said that, I don't know if I said that on the podcast, but I've, over the years, I always use the hashtag share your story. Share. And people would be like, well, nobody cares what I do. You're absolutely wrong. I'll guarantee you that of the 41 million Canadians, no matter what circumstance you're in, there's 500,000 people in the exact same
boat
as you are.
Yep.
And there's exactly 500,000 of them who are too scared to share it, just like you are. Tell your story. Be honest. Stop faking it till you make it. Mm-hmm. I used to say that all the time. Fake it till you make it. Stupid. That was stupid of me. Just be your own damn self, and you will make it. Mm-hmm. You fired up?
Yeah, I was just thinking about something else, but yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was ice fishing.
You were thinking about ice fishing?
Yeah. Next year, we should all have a sled that pull behind our hut. So
you know what? Because there's lots of stuff that, like...
You can't fit in your hut.
And, I hate looking for stuff in my hut.
Yeah.
I got some good products, but I'm like, ice fishing especially, just if you can just grab stuff, it's cold. Everything is harder in the cold. Mm-hmm. Right? It slows everything down. And I think they like your organization, not only in fishing and hunting, life. Get the most out of every damn second. Right? Mm-hmm. Remember the big fancy shiny things? Nobody cares about. You remember when we were talking about the Blue Jays in the World Series and that people had put mortgages on their houses to get the $50,000 to go to the tickets? Mm-hmm. And I've thought a lot about that. How dumb must you felt the next day when you're going to make payments forever on that and they lost. But the worst part is nobody cares that you went.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. It didn't make you any cooler. It didn't nothing.
I probably had more fun in Dave's driveway.
Just
watching it outside.
Yeah.
With the fire going, you know.
Yeah.
Than spending $50,000 and going to the baseball game.
Man, One of the coolest people I know, there's a dude in Port Hope. I only ever say hi to him. He does. He's always sitting downtown. And I've noticed over the winter that he drives a really nice car. I just see him sitting down there talking to people all day long. I have no idea anything about him. But I'll bet you that guy's got a hell of a lot of stories, right? And there's a reason he's got time. He's an old dude, probably in his 70s, right? He just sits downtown. He sits in the walkway. You know where the walkway, when you come out of the Goose, you go around the corner.
Lance Lane. Yep.
He sits there. And every day when I walk by, he says hi to me. And I say, hey, how's it going? And he goes, not as good as you, I see. Right? And I keep going. You know what? Spring, summer goal, I'm going to stop and talk to him one day. I'd like to hear the story. I saw him driving the other day, car over $100,000. As soon as I saw the car, I was like, there's something going on here. Right? I was like, I watch Supercar Channel. I know what that is. Right? And I was like, that's some bitch driving in the snow. Right? What's a summer car look like? Right? So I think that, and like, it's not, there's nothing shiny. He's got nothing shiny. Right? If I wasn't
Nobody cares what you have.
No, I think that
Like,
No.
maybe.
I think some people care what you have. And those some people are the wrong people to be hanging out with, and they haven't learned their lesson yet about what they're missing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I do have some nice shiny things, but it doesn't define me. And I will admit there was a point in my life where I thought those shiny things were the best part of me.
Mattered the most. Yep.
Right? That they were everything. My brother might have messaged me. The world might be stopping. Oh, man. We got another one on the box. Let's not drag this up. Daylight saving time. You got to get up early in the morning.
Another day at the office.
Right? We're going to make it. Tomorrow it's going to happen. We're not cashing out tomorrow. I can't guarantee you about Wednesday, but tomorrow's going to happen.
We fishing tomorrow night?
Maybe. If the river clears up, we're going fishing.
Well, the ice is gone, but
but it'll float. I'll bet you Thursday. In my head, Thursday, the rivers will start to clear up enough that you could probably float a rope bag. Until then, Knoxville, we got some work to do tomorrow. I'm gonna edit up that video for the Halberton Forest. Big thanks out again. Like, I'm so excited to go back. I'm so glad that somebody on Instagram from that area messaged me, and if they say she locked back, I saw next Monday -17 or something like that.
Is it towards the end of this week? Is it -17?
Something.
I don't think it ain't over yet.
If she locks up, I'm going. Right? The three of us can go. I'll make trips back and forth. I will find some kind of like caboose. We used to have a caboose. Want to hear a good story before I leave?
Oh yeah.
My grandfather had a caboose, and we used to use it for. He used to have a maple syrup. And here's the little things. And I'm going to tell you right now that I didn't understand why he enjoyed this so much, but now I understand why it was so important. He liked to make maple syrup in his shack, right? We know this. Every 5 years he would have a party, like a toboggan party.
Mm-hmm.
He'd make some maple syrup, and it was the only time I ever seen my mom and my aunts and my uncles and everybody at the farm. And behind his shack, there was this ironwood tree, and it had everybody's initials carved into it from my great-grandfather. Carmen English, C. English, Hazel English, right? And the tree would grow up. And my grandfather and my grandmother, who had divorced in the 70s, their initials. And my grandfather's dead brother's initials are there. And we'd all go, and we'd go tobogganing, right? And I thought it was like, whatever. I understand why that day was so important to him. That's like a great ice fishing trip to him, right? Every time we went to have it, it'd warm up. The snow wasn't the perfect snow to make toffee. Like, you need fluffy snow for toffee, and not that icy crap. But he'd make the best of it. My Uncle Doug would make pancakes, fresh syrup right out of the pan, nice and hot.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was a 0 for me. But now, I can see how that was just a 10 out of 10. My mom beat me up. I one of those. I was 13. I was sitting on a bench that my grandfather made. He used to make shit out in there with his chainsaw, right? Like, cut a piece of cedar right in half, chainsaw, build some legs, use a spile to make the holes, hammer it in. And I'm sitting on there. And I was 13 years old. And I'm just blah, 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 blah. Right? And I'll never forget. She karate chopped me right in the chest, knocked me back off the bench. And before I hit the ground, she was on top of me. And she, I'll kill you. You can't take me. I guess not. Right? And I'll never forget my uncles and my cousins laughing. Right? You get beat up by your mom. And I was like, you go over there and talk to her like that.
She'll beat you up too.
That's right. I feel like we have to go back if there's the opportunities there. We have to drag ourselves out of it in the morning. And
there has to be redemption.
Have to go. We can't give up.
There has to be redemption.
We know where the fish are in that lake. There's a lot of fish on that point.
There's a lot of
Do you know what I mean? Well, there's a lot of fish, right? Like if all that's holding us back is a little bit of like, I don't know what's holding us back. A little bit of gas money, $1.46 a liter. I'll put her in the tank. I'm pretty sure the checking account's in the pluses. Could be touch and go, but I'll go. I'll go right to the end. We're going.
We'll work for gas money. We'll wash dishes.
If it hardens up, I'm going. I think some of the seasons start closing on March 15th. So like,
but we better get organized and check that out first.
We better get organized and check that out first. You got a final thought for us here? One of the cameras is having a meltdown. There we go. You can just finish it up with those two.
Be organized. Just get organized. Like this winter, I thought I was organized. And then one trip after another, things don't get put back where they should be.
I get shitty about that.
And you get shitty with me. You get shitty with Dave. You get shitty with anybody looking for something. Like you should have it. It should be there.
Right? Pliers in this pocket.
Yeah.
Leader line on this pocket.
And they start out there. Everything starts out there, but you don't.
I can tell you that we can go upstairs right now. There is 12-pound and 8-pound leader material in this pocket. Pliers on this side. There is camouflage mitts.
In the front pockets.
And there is snowmobile mitts over those mitts.
Yep.
These pockets, cell phones, keys go in my pants underneath my bed. Like,
yeah.
And here's the thing. I get into a panic if I reach in and there's not leader material.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I don't want to catch a fish and not be able to just grab a pair of pliers and take the hooks out and get that fish back.
Yeah.
There is some responsibility in getting fish back like that. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Absolutely.
Safe, right? But you know what? I do notice that if I reach in and the leader material is not there, where is it? Who's got it?
Yeah.
Where's the scoop? There's a pink scoop and a silver scoop.
Yep.
Where is it?
Yep.
Right? I don't want to look for stuff because I feel like when I'm looking for it, I'm in the penalty box. I'm not in the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. I
that 60 years is ticking away. And I'm not playing.
Yeah, I felt that a lot this year. Just because I would fish a lot by myself.
Yep.
Right? I wasn't over here, I wasn't over there, and drop this, drop that. Yep. And then just throw it in the sled at the end of the day and say, okay, it's there for next time.
Do you notice that when I want to move, how quickly I'm packed?
Oh, yeah. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Next point.
It's time to go.
Right? I'm gone.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Lots of circumstances. I'm already drilling holes at the next spot by the time the cavalry comes, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's part of the 60 years. Listen to this. And this is a good final thought. You ever play old Mario Kart when you time trial? Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Remember the ghost track? I was really good at the ghost track, right? I figured out at that age, because of my ADHD, the perfect way to never have to touch the gas or the brakes, right? And I would cut the corner. But do you remember when you were on time trial and it would bring the ghost mode of the race you previously did?
Mm-hmm.
I think about that all the time. How do I make this faster? I just need a hundredth of a second, but how do I continuously? When I was a kid, and I'm not a video game guy, I don't play all the time or anything like that, but I would put that on 150cc time trial, and I would go, and it would drive me nuts if I couldn't just shave new best. Every day I wanted new bets. new best, new best. I kind of feel like that, like I'm overplaying each fishing trip now. How do I speed this up? Right? I went fly fishing at the river because I just thought I could cast a fly faster than I could reel my reel in and cast again. I could just done.
Yeah.
Right? I'm being more efficient. I just want everything to be more efficient. The more efficient it is, the more fish I'll catch, the more video I'll have to edit, the better content we're going to make, and it's all part of this giant plan to get to 2027. My final thought is get to the root issue. If you've fixed a problem in your life and you're still having the same misery, you haven't found, you got to dig deeper. Peel the layers back. Most of this stuff is set into us when we're young people, right? A lot of memories that we aren't so proud of or that we don't want to remember because they make us feel uncomfortable, that's where the problems lie, and you got to dig into it. As much as it feels uncomfortable, you have to dig through it. Right? If you're uncomfortable inside and you're working through it, that is steps forward. Move forward. Every day you play the game, at least you're still playing. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hit like and subscribe. 5-star. Or don't do anything. Knoxville, you knocked it out of the park this weekend, buddy. I'm really proud of you. And thanks for getting wet feet and not complaining at all. Craig, we're going to make the safari run.
Oh, yeah. It's not over yet.
Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. See you back here.
See you next week.
Monday. And don't forget, I'll try to remember to put it in the descriptions. Beer League Outdoors Podcast Network on YouTube. Fresh channel. We're going to start posting more and more. The walk and talk is going to start going there. Stephanie's podcast. I got more things on the go. Subscribe, like, do all the great things, and we'll see you next Monday. God willing.
Ciao.